The other day, I put a video out discussing Doom the Dark Ages credits showing how bad the industry bloat is and serving as a perfect highlight of this problem. You have a ton of developers, and then you have a ton of outsourcing, and then you have a ton of completely unrelated people in Xbox and Bethesda that need to be paid by this game's sales, or the developers get fired. And so these people, they don't make no money at all. The developers make you money. So this game's expected to pay for a lot of bloat, and that's why they need to raise $80. And how that's nonsensical, because it's not the consumer's job to pay for bad, ineffective business management. I got a lot of blowback in that video. I'm not going to rehash all the points and discuss all the technicalities of it all, but I'm going to point out how Microsoft themselves said I was right. Now, I'm going to give you the TLDR. This article will be linked down in the description. The TLDR is Microsoft is shifting their development to AI products that do specific things rather than generalize AI development. So they're laying off a bunch of people who are not in line with that skill set needed. We also know they're laying off a bunch of people from Xbox, but we're not really getting a breakdown of the people from Xbox that are being laid off. We do know that the creative director on Avowed left, either as a rat's off a sinking ship or golden parachute, leave on your own terms kind of departure. One of those two, likely. There's likely more layoffs coming to Obsidian. And if you don't want layoffs coming to id Software, you got to crack down and support abolishing the bloat. But what's really important, and proves my point, is we get down all the way here to layer by layer management roles dismantled. CFO Amy Hood explained in the April 30th earnings call that Microsoft is trimming management layers to increase agility. The company plans to reduce its management structure from 8 to 12 layers to just 6 to 8 layers. Roughly 1,020 to 1,750 middle managers, or 17 to 25% of those laid off, are affected by this flattening. Meanwhile, product managers also face steep cuts, with 900 to 1,400 positions eliminated. Microsoft is adjusting its engineer to PM ratio from 5.5 to 1 to 7 to 8 to 1. The message is clear: fewer bosses, more coders, more AI. Now, AI is not as relevant to the gaming sector of Microsoft other than tool set, so we can ignore that part. But like I said, even Microsoft is looking at their bloat and they're trimming their bloat. They've told their investors, we're trimming our bloat. Now, personally, I think they can get more of that bloat gone. 6 to 8 layers of management. I mean, did the clear obscure devs have 6 to 8 layers of management? I mean, that's just that's kind of absurd to get any decision done with 6 to 8 layers of management. Frankly, I think you could compartmentalize that and get that vastly down and shrink middle management down with AI tools. Like, focus on those AI tools. I know the World Economic Forum intends the fourth industrial revolution to be toward the lower classes, but I'm really seeing AI as a tool to get rid of a good chunk of those managerial classes, people from the workforce. And then watch as magically, when that starts happening, we start getting laws regulating how much companies can use AI. Just watch. Now, the good news in all this is if we apply this principle to the game industry, it means they will be focusing on making sure developers are more prevalent than the bloat. And the bloat is getting reduced. It's still pretty prevalent. But with the bloat reduction, you won't need that $80 price increase. And that's all there's to say about that. Hit that like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.